Hey everybody, Carolina Gun Guy here. We're back out at the range today, and this is the final video in a series of videos taking a look at ammo from Ballistic Machinist. Huge thank you to Tim from Ballistic Machinist for sending these rounds out to the channel for testing. And today we're going to take a look at the brass pellet, which is a 390-ish grain projectile out of a 12 gauge round. Now the package says this should weigh 389 grains. Let me go ahead and get my scale here, and I will see what this projectile weighs in at. 386-ish, so right on the mark. So here's a closer look at the projectile. You can see how it is dimpled on top. The bottom is hollow to an extent on the inside, but it weighs just under an ounce. About 0.9 ounces is the total weight. Here's how the brass pellet looks inside and outside of the cartridge. So we're going to go ahead and load these up and get a few different mediums to shoot through and see how it does. I'm going to start with a good old-fashioned water jug test. I have a bunch of milk jugs filled with water, and we're going to shoot this through. I think it will go through all of them, but I don't know because water is a really good fight stopper sometimes. So let's go ahead and find out. Oh boy, that did some damage. It broke my table. Oh man, look what it did. I think it went through all of them. Let me come around though. Got this one, it's got a hole in it. This one on the bottom has an entry hole and an exit hole. So yeah, that one went through all of them. I don't think I have a chance to find the slug, but let me go ahead and take a look around. I did not think I would find it, but it's sitting right there. I haven't touched it yet. Right there. I'm sure it's hot, although maybe not. No, not too bad. Wow. That went through 8 gallons of water and came out unscathed. I mean, it's not hitting anything hard, but you go through water at fast enough speeds, you're going to go hit some pretty hard stuff. But that is unscathed, and that's pretty cool. Now, the last thing you want to do at any range, public or private, is leave a miss. Make sure you clean up your milk jugs when you're done shooting them. Now, I have heard that these guys can go through a whole bunch of wood, like 10 inches plus. So, I'm going to check it out. I've got a solid wood stump here. I'm going to shoot it at a bit of an angle because I don't want to die in case it ricochets. And then we will see if we can determine how far it went through. Now, it hit right there. I tried watching the slow-mo, which I admit is not the best, but I can't tell if that came out or if it's in there and all the wood kind of deformed around it as it went through. I don't know. Let me go see if I can get something long to put in there and see if there's a hole. There is some kind of path in there. I can only get this little guy in about 1 inch. What I can tell you is that it did not come out. But this wood is not soft enough to allow me to stick this in if there wasn't already a hole there. It is hard, solid wood. So I believe that the brass pellet is in there, and as it went in, the wood just kind of deformed around it and closed up behind it, but I don't know how deep it is, and it's really hard to find out. So that's kind of a, will it go into hardwood? Yes. How far? I don't know. But do I want to do it again? No, because I don't want to kill myself. Let's try something else. Before we move on, look, I'm back home. I have the stump with me, and I have my metal detector. I did find, right about here, there is something in there. It seems to be pointing to right around here. So that would be about 6 inches into the stump that the brass slug would have gone. So I think it's in there. Maybe one day I'll try to cut it open and find it. But for now, nah. For the next test, we are going to shoot play sand, and it is all natural play sand, because on this channel, we only shoot all natural, organic, non-GMO play sand. Let me go ahead and get it loaded up. The question here is not whether it will go through, but how far. I have 150 pounds of it, and will it go through all 3 bags, or get stuck in the first, second, or third one? Let's find out. So we have not one, but 2 entry holes, which is odd. Unless one is an exit, I don't know, but we have 2 entry holes. Let's look at the second bag here. It went through the first one, and you can see it spilling out there. And it got stuck in the second bag. Let me go ahead and see if I can find it. So just kind of digging around a little bit with my finger, I could not find it. I have more shooting to do with these bags. Let me go ahead and shoot them with other stuff, and then I'll come back and see if I can find the projectile. Now, a funny thing happened. I told you I had to shoot another round, and it was this guy right here. This guy went in and was found in the first bag. And while I was digging around in the first bag, I found our guy. So I don't know why. There was a hole in the second bag, but it definitely came back into the first bag. So either it went through the second, popped back into the first, or it just did enough damage to actually put a hole in the second bag, but never left the first. But there is our projectile after going through basically one bag of cement, not cement, play sand. Now the last thing I'm going to shoot with this is a piece of AR-500 level 3 steel armor. Obviously this has been shot through before with some 50 BMG, and I don't expect this to go through it, but I kind of want to see what it does if I can capture it in slow motion and see what kind of damage it does. Now that did a little bit of damage, did the most damage of any of the other ones I tested on this plate right there. Now the slow motion, you can kind of see the projectile flying off. Let me go see if I can find it. I tried to find that projectile, but it's a brass projectile in a range full of brass cases. I could not find it. Would have been so cool if I had, but anyway. I had 5 of the brass pellets and I shot through them all. But if you saw the other videos in this series, you'll know I still have 2 of these 357 Defender slugs and 2 of the dumbbell slugs as well. Let me know what you think I should shoot with it. Put a comment below, and if I like it, I'll see if I can get out and shoot. That's it from me, guys. Thanks for watching. Again, a huge thank you to Tim at Ballistic Machinist for sending the ammo out to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you liked anything you saw in the video, and I'll see you next time. Take care, and God bless.